members of the congregation. You are now here on a Wednesday with Easy, the tech preacher. Truth to be told.
It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go with easy, tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Easy, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Easy, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Easy, the tech preacher. All the real wired ones, where you at? 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 All the real wired ones, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Welcome everybody to Wednesday Night Tech Talk. I'm your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. And I got the wired ones in the building. We gonna go hard tonight. Real hard.
Paul.
Yeah. Guess what? We take your phone calls and everything else in between.
I think Eric wants his voice to be this deep in real life.
Right.
What's going on, everybody?
What up, y'all?
Fine. What up?
We go 10 up.
They said it's Satan hosting the stream today.
Carnizzo used to.
Oh man, we got a lot to talk about tonight. I want to welcome everybody to the live stream, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves tonight. Wednesday comes quick, and it's so much fun. Somebody told me that easy. I take off from work. This is a permanent day off for them to be on Wired Wednesday. Sometimes they don't comment, but they just listen. Sometimes they'll be with their significant. They be with their significant other, but they have their headphones on or they got their Bluetooth on. And they watch the stream from the beginning to the end. And no matter what, they on this stream from the beginning to the end. And I was like, oh man, that's
really touching.
This is it does, because this is one of the reasons why we do this. And but we had a keynote address happen today.
Hey.
There's a company called Nothing. I don't know if you guys just talk about a little backstory about it. Look, don't get me wrong. Just call Pi, or whatever y'all want to call him. It's a success story. All right. So, I mean, because he took OnePlus with a concept of flagship killer years ago, and he brought that concept to market, and it worked. Now, there was some failures between, throughout the years of, type of learning curves, by having an invite system. And stuff like that. But over the years, we saw OnePlus kind of took a turn for the worse. But Carl Pei kind of got out while he was still on top. Now he started his own company called Nothing. He dropped earbuds last year, and the reviews was pretty decent, But the keynote address, he said that Nothing is not an audio company.
Correct.
It's about smartphones, and so he talked about financial stuff, about how stable he is, and everything, and about how people have donated. He have a option now where the fans can donate, and the fans have donated over 1.4 million, I believe. So that's great. Now, he said he reached over $100 million in donations and support and stuff like that. He said that he have, people working and everything is going on. Then he talked about, there's no innovation right now. He kind of targeted Apple. I don't know why he talked about Apple in the keynote address, by the way. But he said that Apple and stuff, they don't innovate, But
what did he say? They don't innovate.
They don't innovate.
He said something. They Reiterate or some shit. He
Oh
says.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
iteration
Iterative,
updates, like iteration
Yeah,
updates
yeah,
iterative
instead of
updates.
innovation.
yeah.
He's claiming that he's going to innovate, right? We're going to innovate. Now he didn't show off the phone. We only saw the front of the phone, and
So
obviously,
he ain't show you nothing.
right, he
Didn't
didn't
show you
show us
nothing.
nothing.
He
didn't
showed
show
a
us nothing.
drawing, and it wasn't even a drawing on the phone.
Right.
What?
And so, I mean, this is the only thing that we saw, the
Mhm.
front of the phone. Now, if you look at it, it looks like it's not going to have curved sides. It looked like I mean, it looked like, I don't know where the camera at. It like the camera go.
It
They
looks
don't
like a
have
UDC.
bezels
It's
at
like
all.
No bezel. This is a complete look like
Bezel-less phone.
99.9% bezel-less
Facts.
device. And I think it's gonna. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. He said he's going to innovate. Now he talked about speed. He said that this phone will be very fast.
Mhm.
And look, I would tell you what, OnePlus devices are pretty fast.
Mhm.
So that he promising that the Nothing software, Nothing OS, will be available in about a month, so people can download it on certain devices. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I think the phone will be good, but it's all about the price, right? I mean, you can't come out and then he say use the Snapdragon processors.
Mhm.
So if you're gonna use Snapdragon processors, it's all about the price. He gonna have to knock it out the park. I mean, you can't come out with a phone that costs over $1,000. Some people say 4K 60. I don't know.
If it's over $1,000, it's dead on arrival. That's
He
yeah.
gonna have to come back with the OnePlus concept that he did before. The one he saw wasn't it OnePlus One was like $399.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Something like that.
and it was a flag. I mean, they had flagship specs.
Mhm.
It had everything. And then look, I think OnePlus was the one that drove the RAM. Like, if OnePlus devices came out
Mhm.
with 6 gigs of RAM, when everybody else was running 3 gigs.
Yep.
Then I mean, OnePlus came out with 8 gigs of RAM, and everybody was laughing about it. Man, how in the hell this phone got 8 gigs of RAM and everybody running 3 and 4 gigs of RAM? And they was wondering why OnePlus devices was so fast. Now, don't get me wrong, the OnePlus device was fast. It was fluid. I mean, the touch sampling rate was great on it. The only problem with OnePlus devices is that you couldn't get it because obviously it was an invite system, so you had issues with that. But now, with everything, OnePlus is now in carriers and stuff like that. Well, obviously we got to get nothing in carriers, but OnePlus turned the tide. Went from that flagship killer, not giving in and all this stuff like that, into doing that, right? High price, losing the headphone jacks, and kind of stuff like that, But Carl said he's using Sony, so it look like you're gonna have Sony sensors on this. So cameras might be decent. You're gonna use Qualcomm processors, so you're looking at maybe the 8 Gen 1. He talked about the phone that's gonna be very fast. So it's gonna be he claimed it's gonna be a very light skin on top of Android. So obviously it's gonna be a really fast device. But have we saw the same song and dance before? I mean, the Pixel is I look at
But I know you're saying, but I think this is what he's doing. So I think he's going to use the Sony IMX 7666 processor, 766, not 666. So he's going to use that camera sensor because that's what a lot of Chinese OEMs are doing. They've been able to come at a cheaper price point, and it's a pretty good sensor. It was originally the wide angle on the OnePlus 9 Pro. It's the main sensor on the OnePlus 10 Pro. And it's on a lot of main sensors this year from Chinese OEMs. So I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to take the Sony route. So basically Android 12 has Material U built on it. Samsung's in love with it. That's what you get with a Pixel. And then Samsung takes that Material U and puts their skin over top of it. He's going to go straight Sony route. Give me stock Android where it looks like Android from like 3 or 4 years ago. And he's going to put a super light skin on it. He's going to probably have less RAM on it, right? So he's going to have less RAM, be more aggressive with closing out apps. So you have the stock, like really bone stock Android with, it might not even be an 8th Gen 1. It might be last year's processor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To save on the price point, but it's still, when people pick it up, it's like it's fast. You know.
But
The problem
with the 888 processor is a really good.
Oh, it's a good. Yeah, I think
is the reviewers go.
The
slam.
reviewers. That's the
Reviewers
problem.
go slam.
It's going
That's the
to get
problem.
slammed. It's good. Like, he's going to be able to take it to Qualcomm, show the CEO, look at the phone. He's going to be able to take it to regular people. I'm like, man, this is pretty for this price. Man, this is pretty good. He's going to give it to the top reviewers, and they're going to be like, what is this trash that's in my hand right now?
So why do reviewers trash phones like that? Like, I mean, why is it that if it's not Samsung or Apple, the phone is automatically
They got to do it. They got to do it, as far as I'm concerned.
This is one of the reasons why they got to watch us. This is why. Stop fucking with them.
Hey,
Eric went in the snitch mode. Okay. You need to turn off the lights. That way we can't see you.
If you want the real tech reviews, come to us.
That's funny.
No, you did not, Kim.
But yeah, so that's my fear about it. I think it'll be a solid phone, but you can be a solid phone, you can't sell it.
You just do that.
If you sell it, just say you sell it for, just say I don't know, $699.
Okay.
$699. 888 processor. Just say 8 gigs of RAM. $699. Will it be a seller?
Oh, I don't think so. Even at $699, if it's got the 888. Yep. Because
Welcome
you got the
back.
S21FE. What's up,
Hey.
What up?
Hey y'all. Sorry about that.
No, you good?
Hey.
She at the
I invited my sister over because, sometimes we all techies, we talk a lot of tech, but sometimes we need an average consumer to
correct.
talk, and talk about the real. See, we so hooked on tech, right? We all married to the tech life, but you got average people out there that's like, hey, I'm using that, LG Stylo 6, and it works great. The best phone on the planet. And everybody in the tech community say, I don't know about that. But when you have a real life person say it's a great phone, then you got to think about, are we taking tech too far? I mean, why are we paying $1,500 for phones when you got, phones that cost, $299, $399? It works. So I don't know. This is why.
Hey, understand.
So what's going on, Janine?
Nothing much. Hey everyone. So I tried to get on with my Galaxy. I could not get. I mean, my A something phone. I could not get on. I had to switch to Stylos, and this one is actually working once again.
Stylo.
There you go.
Stylo saving that
Stylo.
ass once again.
So I'm going to open up the phone lines at the top of the bottom of the top of the hour. I don't know. We're going to enjoy ourselves tonight. We want to hear from you guys later on and about your thoughts about nothing. The company dropping a smartphone in a few months. Now, one thing about the Carl Pay is he called Pie or Pay or whatever it's called. I think he's a great marketing guy. He was up there serious, man.
What's
like
up, Lethal?
I think he's a good marketing guy, and I think people going to talk about it like how we talking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people go talk about it, and I think we need a good.
Well, I think he's all right. He's got a tough task, but I think he sees it as he's in a good position from this standpoint. If you look at Sony and their stock Android, when you start to go in their menus, they're like, hey, we don't give a fuck about you. This is for a target audience that is technical. So we're not dumbing it down. Whereas Carl is going to come in there and go, I'm going to give you that stock Sony interface, except you're going to understand what I'm doing, without putting all that pretty stuff on it. And like you talked about before the stream, probably lower the animations, everything to make it go, wow, this is a fast phone. At a cheap price point.
It to the average consumer, though?
I think he can sell it to the average consumer. The problem is the way you have to sell to the average consumer is through the top YouTubers right now.
Yeah.
So that's where it's going to be a struggle unless he's out at every street corner, like, hey, check out this phone. They're gonna get it and go, guess what? Why buy this phone when you can buy an Apple or a Samsung?
Yeah. So that's the tough task.
Tough task.
Selling a device that's the name brand. The name brand itself is something that people like. I don't want a phone that's called nothing. So I think that's going to be a tough task because the name of the phone is called the Nothing One. Wait, the Nothing Phone One.
Phone One, yes.
So the name of the phone is Nothing Phone One. Now, how you sell that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. How you sell a phone that's called nothing?
Mm-hmm.
And
now I know the only way I think that if they get some celebrities behind it, then
Look
yeah,
at
Lil
you.
Wayne pouring liquor on it. Look at
Yeah.
there you go. See, Lil Wayne pouring liquor on it. You have Cardi B, right?
yeah, you gotta get some celebrities to
You
back
gotta
it.
make
you
it
know
trend
that?
on TikTok and all that
You got
good
to
shit.
trend
Yeah.
on TikTok. Yeah, they'll buy it. But because look, don't get me wrong, the top tech YouTubers, they go shit all over this phone, man. This phone go get shit all over. So it
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
take
it's-
way more than
Some of the YouTubers already got their script ready. They're ready to go.
Oh,
So wait, is there a prototype of the phone? What it looks like?
It looks
Yeah,
pretty
it
good,
looks
actually.
like
It looks pretty
nothing.
good.
It looks
It
like
looks
nothing,
like nothing.
like this.
That's what it looks like.
There it is.
It's all no bezels. I mean, it's clean now. Don't get me wrong. It's a no bezel
Well,
device.
but it is a black background, so it could.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to see the back
Yeah, I
You
want
know
to see
what
the
I mean?
back. Yeah,
because he
Bring
might
on
have
the
one of them
booty.
see-through backs like he did on the
That's
headphones.
what I'm thinking, like a see-through
Ooh.
phone. That would
Might
be hard.
see-through phone.
That'd be
hard.
dope. Yeah. What?
'Cause
Wait,
most phones-
what is the price?
We don't know yet.
don't know.
As many, yeah, we don't know.
That's up in the air. Obviously, he's testing the waters on the price because a lot of people. The whole discussion on the internet is, hey, okay, cool. He go drop a phone. He claim he go innovate. Don't know how you go innovate by having stock Android, but okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
But what about the price? Anything over the Pixel 6? that
Carnizzle
price-
said the price is yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So the
Mhm.
price, anything over $699, you in Pixel 6 territory.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't
and that's
do-
tough. That's
You
tough.
can't do $1,000, you DOA.
Mhm.
You do $699, you in the same price range as the Pixel 6, you may be okay. But if you do $999 for
Oh, there's
first
no
gen
way.
processor,
There's
a
no
first
way.
gen
He
phone,
can't do that.
done.
He can't do that. Because right now,
He's
I'm
gonna
just telling you.
have to market and be brilliant at that marketing. That's the only way he's selling for $1,000 because it's called nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think if like you say he's letting people on certain devices is going to use the launcher. I mean, come on. If you go to the Play Store, how many launchers do they have in the Play Store? I mean,
Thousands.
goddamn, I mean they got thousands of launchers on the Play Store, right? So how
now
is
you
your
have one
launcher
more.
going to be different from every launcher? The
The
Pixel
fonts.
launcher. I
But
mean,
if
Because
we have like built-in Wi-Fi or something, that'd be nice.
well,
It's gonna make your
oh,
phone look like a nothing, even though it's
Yeah.
not.
But
Yeah.
the thing about it is, how could you appeal to the iPhone? See, he keep on talking to the iPhone. So how you gonna appeal to the younger generation that's iPhone?
Well,
people,
when he was
right?
talking about the iPhone, he was talking about like the whole ecosystem, how everything
Okay, the
is-
ecosystem. Okay, how?
it
But-
works together. So
But
I guess
Android
he's planning
ecosystem
on
works
having
together too. I mean, if you look at I don't know. I got the developers preview too, and it's
Yeah, it's dope.
outstanding,
Hey, it's
right?
dope,
Ooh,
right?
wee!
It's dope, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
wee! Now,
Yes,
Android 13 gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what I really think that's what he's banking on. I think he's banking on the fact that Pixel is going, even though it's dope, they have a certain thing that them and Samsung are like, hey, we're all about material use. So he's like, if I can take the good parts of it and then take all the stuff out of it that makes it maybe slower, I'm gold. He
All
just
I'm-
can't go that high price point. That's the thing. He cannot go at that high price point.
All I'm saying is this: once Android 13 come out,
Oh yeah.
Everybody is fucking garbage.
that shit got update 3 years and security update for 4 years.
Where at?
That
and
nothing
yeah,
phone.
he going
Really?
3 years of
3 years
update and 4 years of security
Okay.
update.
So that is
888 processor, right?
maybe that's why it's the
Because the 8 Gen 1 can support 4 of
4
them.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a Qualcomm thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's not either that or he's using the 870.
Or the
Yeah, he could
870.
use
And
the
that's the 865. And the 865, the 870 is basically 865, and that's only going to get 3 years.
Right. So if he's going to get 3 years, then he may be using the 870. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. These processors are fast, right? I mean, I made videos. I got videos of 855s and 845s, and they freaking amazing.
So I have an average consumer plot twist.
Ooh.
What if Pixel opened the door for people to be more acceptable of new devices? So people want to try the nothing phone.
I hope they did. I really do. I hope they did. I think the tech community is, like the
I'm
like
taking the tech community out of it.
Yeah, but I think people are receptive. It's just the
Bless you.
literal
Oh, thank you.
tech community that is not going to be accepted.
Yeah, and that's a shame. I mean, I think the tech community ought to. But here's the problem, and I always say this to people.
I'm open to try anything.
Well, I say this to
Almost.
people all the time. That we say this to people all the time
You're
is that
open?
you have to know who you watching. Just because a channel
Yes.
has numbers, don't mean that they are a tech god, right? I stopped saying that word for a while, but I say that is because people believe that if a channel has 100,000, 1 million, 20 million subscribers, is that they are better than
Somebody
people
with
that
100 or
exactly.
500 subs. Yeah.
And that's not the case, but I mean, people will put a lot of truth in those folks. So if what happened to BlackBerry, what happened to HTC, them guys slammed HTC and BlackBerry, and I mean they I look at this. How could nothing do something when LG couldn't do it?
Oh no, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But
That's what I'm
like I
saying.
said, I think they're going to, like I said, they're gonna try to go almost like bring the Chinese OEM over here, right? So like you just did the S22 versus the Realme.
Yeah.
So bring that price point, that kind of performance over here that can work on Verizon, that can work on T-Mobile, and go that route. Whereas LG, even though they were priced and like they were a good price for a flagship, they never got to that level, right?
Yeah, we kept saying they were just a few hundred away from being where they need to be to sell phones.
Yeah. I mean, look, LG, that's my thing. LG had a great product, right? They got slammed by the tech community. Just because, I mean, when they came out with the V60 and they didn't have a 120 hertz display on it, oh my God, they stuck daggers in it. And so they slammed the V60 when it came out. When the LG Wing came out, oh, they smoked that device like it was it was the worst phone on the planet. Which
The lemon pepper.
LG Wing was really innovative. You talk about innovation.
Oh, that was very
right?
it was very innovative. Yeah.
That's what when everybody talk about they want some innovation. The LG
And people
Wing,
got their money back out of that phone. If they traded it in, they got like $1,000 if they were on AT&T.
that's what I'm saying. But when people ask for innovation, the LG gave it to you.
It
With
gave it.
quad decks, LG wings,
Mhm.
the dual displays.
Yeah,
I mean,
but hey,
It's not Apple.
no matter what you think
Not
about, no matter what you think, if Carl Pei had been at LG, people would have known what it was bringing. Whereas a lot of people, you go average person in the street, hey, did you know LG has a quad deck? What? What's a quad deck?
What's a
first of all?
quad day?
and that's the issue because LG didn't market it. And that's the biggest problem here. The biggest problem is LG did not.
They didn't market it.
Hey,
Yeah, and you see what Carl Pei. Carl Pei made sure he was photographed with the CEO of Qualcomm. Then he came out and did this stuff. He's putting his name out there. He's putting this company out there. Now it's up to the engineers, the marketing department, all the other people to pull their weight. But he's trying to make moves.
Yeah, I mean LG needed to
Let their nuts hang. That's what they needed to do. They should have let their nuts hang.
Well, they
What
had little
is
ones.
that?
You heard
They
it.
had
Kenny?
little ones.
What in the the world is that?
He's like, what?
That's what LG needed to.
Let the nuts hang.
That's crazy.
If LG would have done that, I think LG would have been fine. But
LG took their nuts and stuck it up beneath their ass, and
They
fucked
tucked
over.
their nuts in. LG tucked theirs in.
yes, yeah, LG.
I'm gonna tuck mine in.
LG, they tuck their nuts in their booty hole and they go on.
He said in their booty hole. He said,
So, y'all remember "Jam on It" by Nucleus?
yeah, jam on it.
That's what he
Jam
said.
on
That's what
it.
he's kind of sounded like. Superman. And the ground's starting to move.
He's stupid.
I mean, but he brings different things to the table. Like, who thinks to name their company nothing?
No,
right?
yeah, he's
That's
thinking. You know?
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, if it comes at 500, I'm gonna have to check
I mean,
it
if
out.
it come at 500, man. I mean, I think it's
I'm gonna
gonna.
have to slide.
I think that a lot of people go jump on it.
Let me roll.
But
and
let's
check it
go
out.
back to the headphones. How much were the headphones when they dropped?
I think $100.
$100.
Oh, okay, so they were reasonable headphones. Then. So
Yeah.
maybe yeah.
I mean, you can't have your headphones cheap like these cheap companies that we be. You
You can't be too cheap,
exactly.
but you don't want to be
can't
too high. You got to be right in a sweet spot, right?
So that's why I say 500, 600, right? Because you can't be too cheap because they're gonna say, "Oh, that shit cheap."
Mhm.
But if you go too high, they're gonna say you too high. So you have to be right in the middle. Pixel 6. That's what I'm saying. Pixel 6 territory, Galaxy S21 FE territory. That's where you want to be at.
Correct. Yeah, he needs to be there. And also, I think Google has too much of a lead. Same with Samsung. Samsung has all the smart things. They've got S Pen, they got Dex, and then you've got all the Google Assistant stuff. So keep this focus on speed. I can give you good pictures, speed, and all that stuff. Come at a lower price point. I think you got something.
But well, let's talk about the OnePlus cameras, right? Their cameras have not been bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna have. So this is my opinion, right? And Doodle's here in the chat. So Doodle, you can take this for how you want.
Ooh.
Sony, I like their camera sensors, but I don't think they are. So someone at Sony is probably gonna kill me because I know they probably got some sensors ready to go. But right now, I'd rather have Samsung sensors in my phone, right? So the Sony sensors are good, and they take really good photos, and I'm happy with them. But I think Samsung's got them a little beat. But they can save a little money, put the Sony sensors in there, and put out a cheaper phone.
I mean, look, they're gonna cut costs somewhere, but they can't cut costs in a few things. They can't cut costs on cameras. They can't cut costs on performance. Now, as far as the build quality, yeah, I mean, if they don't go with Gorilla Glass Victors, okay,
They gotta have they've got to. Bottom line is they can't snap in half in front of Jerry Rig. So there's two things. So they got to have decent photos. They can't snap in half.
right.
So
I hope it does.
can't
it can't be a
scratch some
foldable?
levels. Yeah,
One-time
can't.
foldable?
Oh, if it's foldable, it's dead DOA.
Yeah,
it could be. It doesn't have to be. If it's doesn't have to be Gorilla Victus, right? But if it scratches at a level 5, scratches at level 4 or whatever, then it's like it's gonna be a problem.
Done.
They
It's
had that
done.
snapback, huh?
Yeah, it's done.
Where does the display pop out? Like the glass pop
Shut up.
No,
out?
unless Jerry Rig goes, man, I had some extra strength this morning. I can't believe it even did that. Unless he excused it, nah, it ain't gonna happen.
So
You see an edit in the video.
We got this good question right here.
Who has the better processor?
So can you? I'm speculating, but go ahead and fill out that question, sir. Who are you talking about?
Right.
I think that new Dimensity processor, man, is smoking the 8 Gen 1 right now.
Yeah, the Dimensity is dope.
I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's Mediatek," but you don't understand. Mediatek came a long way, people. And I think the next year or so, you go want people go want the Mediatek processor.
Yep.
Well, D-Mims, I got
What up,
said,
Scoop?
Apple. People say Apple.
What up?
Scoop, titty poop.
What up, Scoop?
Scoop in the building.
Going home.
He's going on.
Going home. All
He's
right.
going on.
Right.
You
Scoop said,
think the
"Turn off
A15,
the
the A15, what Apple got there? The A15 right now?
A15. Yep.
Yeah, A15 smoking a latte, but it's in the iPhone. Fuck.
It's
I
in the
mean, it don't
iPhone.
matter.
It's really optimized. So
I mean, God
if
damn,
it was running Android and all that stuff, then
we be talking about, when you got, shit running in the background and slowing it down and all kinds of other stuff getting hot. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Apple put a lot of power in the iPhone, man. And you said to yourself, for what? I mean, because you can run, A11 chip in the iPhone 13 and it'll be a fucking blast from the past.
So Stacy, they're gonna revise that statement. Trust me.
Oh, spectacular gadget in the building. What's up with you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think.
Oh, is that what he says? Is that what?
Oh yeah, they've been saying because Mediatek's been trash.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh yeah, they've been trash.
And also too, like they can't, the modems they can't really test over here and all that. So there's usually a weak modem that comes with Mediatek. They can't use that.
Mediatek has to bring it as far as sub-6 and
Yeah. And I'm not even worried about
8.
it. I'm not worried. I think it'll.
Especially if they come hard in the United States. If they come hard in the United States, they got to bring it. If they don't do that, then they are DOA.
Yeah.
You like that slick? How slick that was, Edie?
He been like that all night.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You should have heard the way he came in.
Yeah, he said he would go hard.
It was go hard.
I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna go hard.
Yeah.
Pause. What up, El Jefe Review? I see you in the building.
What's up, dude?
Oh Lord, you ain't got a new toy.
I agree, Carnizzo. It's got it.
That's how he came in, Scoop. He came in just like that.
I came in hard. I got a new toy.
Pause.
But
Pause again.
It's funny that you mentioned Carnizzo. He said if it doesn't
Continue
have
to pause
midband.
upon you.
Oh, he's talking about Mediatek. At first, I thought I was going back to the nothing phone.
Nobody saw that.
Mid-band.
He's talking about on mid. Yeah, so like C-band for Verizon and use ultra capacity for T-Mobile. Yeah.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. You have AT&T is not even letting overseas devices on.
Oh my
network,
God!
so I mean, it's
right.
Yeah.
You got the AT&T not playing AT&T playing games, so that actually stopped a lot of people from importing devices because they get whitelisted on.
I'm glad I ain't on AT&T.
And I mean, if you're on Verizon, you still got a problem. So I mean, you have to be, at least a third party,
or carry
T-Mobile or somewhere like that. But
2 providers.
Exactly. If you are a person that has your family on Verizon, look, I feel bad. Like when people that was on Sprint, that was true techies, I felt bad for them because you can't get no phones on Sprint. Like back then, people was like, bro,
that's why I left Sprint.
You got the same problem with Verizon. I mean, you got a lot of overseas phones that's strictly GSM, and so if people on Verizon be like, man, I would love to have all these tech toys, but I can't get them because I'm on Verizon. But T-Mobile say, you know what? I don't give a fuck what kind of phone you got.
Yeah, just bring your phone.
Just bring it. Just bring it.
Does it have a SIM card slot? Yes, let's go.
Right. If you got a SIM card slot, let's go. And that's the good thing about T-Mobile is that, I mean, they will accept anything. Yeah. Now, you may not get 5G,
right?
But you'll get something. Yo, what up, LB?
What's
good, y'all?
What's good,
L Boogie?
You want good people?
L Boogie in the building. I mean, I think if AT&T is whitelisted phones, if you're on Verizon, you can't use overseas phones. It's very different. Like when I make a video about the Realme, if you're on AT&T or Verizon, I mean, it's a device that you probably will never buy, even though it's $400.
Right.
$400.
A lot of people like to have that $400.
Yeah, $400, and the phone is fantastic, and it actually measured up closely. It grand a tie on my comparison video. But if you're on Verizon, you're not buying it.
You're not buying it, yeah.
If you're AT&T, you risk the phone getting whitelisted. So I mean, I don't know, man.
You driving? What are we doing?
I think the problem is you got people like Samsung and Apple going to AT&T and say, "Hey, listen,
motherfucker, you know, all the network but us."
You better believe that stuff happened.
That was a conversation. That's a conversation that I know that Samsung and Apple went to the table and said, "Hey, AT&T, we're not letting them overseas phones hit your network." So
Right.
I think that's the thing. You see, I'm on Verizon.
He's on Verizon. All right.
Oh man, it feels sorry.
He's loving that S22 Ultra.
Yeah,
Right.
That's 22 all. Here we go. Eric Drummond said, "You mean if you go?"
He said, "I mean, if you go with a sub."
I mean, yeah, if you go with an AT&T subcarrier, you should be okay.
No, Eric, that's not the case.
That's not the case, man.
Man, it was almost like midnight, or I don't know when Big House hit me up one day. He was on Red Pocket under AT&T, and he had switched 3 phones and throughout the day, and then when he got to his Xiaomi phone,
Around when was this?
this was like maybe 6 months ago. So when he got to his Xiaomi phone, all of a sudden he got an email because he was like, "Hey, I can't make calls. Is service out?" and all that stuff. AT&T sent him an email. It's like, "We shut you down.
Yeah, we shut
you playing games. Put that SIM back in the real phone. All right."
Who's your daddy?
Yeah,
that's right. Who's your daddy? Yeah, who is your daddy?
No, it makes sense why that chick was probably wanting to return that Mate X too. She had really
yeah. Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
So it hurts, man. Like all your good, fantastic devices, great cameras, great battery life. They give you a charger in the box, a case in the box, for cheaper, but you got to import it.
Yep.
And AT&T say,
and AT&T supports it on the network. They just don't. They don't want to support it.
They don't want to support it.
It's like, how am I going to sell phones? How am I going to sell phones if you buying phones from elsewhere?
That's the thing, and that's why AT&T. That's why it's a Death Star. That's why every time I see that globe, that I call it the Death Star, because AT&T don't give a shit about people, man. I worked for the motherfuckers a long time ago. When I tell you they don't care, they
don't care.
Well, Ivan, some carriers don't have the bands to carry a phone. You know, AT&T on that bullshit, but you can take the phone to another
company.
Verizon, them just don't have the bands to carry the phone.
Yeah.
AT&T is a ripoff. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I will never go back to them.
I agree.
All they want you to do is AT&T wants you to buy the device from them so they can bundle everything together.
And charge you $1 bazillion a month.
Exactly.
They want you with
never the same $1 bazillion. It's always a little bit different.
Right. Sometimes it's 50 cents on there. Sometimes it's extra $2. You know.
Yeah.
LaShawn, look at Scoot.
I see him.
He's driving his car.
I see him.
Sunset was perfect. I had to.
I mean, look, when you call AT&T, they tell you can save 20% if you get Hoovers and the internet and all kinds of that. What the? I don't want all
that. And the service is not even good.
Yeah, that. So
you worse? Is that what they call it? You worse?
You worse.
Hoovers.
The word. It should be called the word.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the thing about it is, to be honest, AT&T is all about money. I mean, I understand all of them about money. God damn, AT&T make it apparent. Like they say, if you don't buy a phone from us, fuck you. And not only that, but they do not update devices. Like if you got an AT&T phone with no AT&T service, you would get no software updates. No security patches, no software updates, no nothing. So if you got an AT&T phone and you got it unlocked and you move that unlocked phone to maybe a T-Mobile or maybe a third party, and it's an AT&T branded phone, you get no updates. You say bye-bye to your updates.
Wow.
And so people that's like stuck on Android 10 that want to get on like an Android 11, everybody talking about, ooh, Android 11 is great, Android 12 is great. People like, I got AT&T, I don't have no service with them no more. Guess what? They told me go fuck myself because I can't get no software updates.
J Boogie, it's gonna depend on where you're located.
Yeah, it depends on where you're located.
That is
J-Boogie.
fact.
I forgot to tell you, man.
And so I guess the nothing phone ain't gonna be supported on AT&T, right?
So it might not be
shouldn't.
supported on AT&T, but you probably could bring it as a BYOD, bring your own device.
Oh.
I think he's gonna have it. I think that's where he's gonna differentiate. He's gonna have the price of the Chinese OEM, but he's gonna support all the networks like Motorola and
Well, he
TCL.
gonna have to. He definitely gonna have to go to AT&T.
Briefcase.
Oh yeah,
nothing
Carl
phone.
pays nothing phone.
I think
You
I mean he
literally
had
call
to,
it the nothing phone?
Yep,
Yes.
nothing
we
phone
talking
one,
about
sir.
the
Nothing phone one.
Yeah,
Why is it called a nothing phone?
but
'Cause
Because
one
the
of
brand
the-
is
Not
nothing.
just with the
The
others.
nothing
nothing.
earbuds and the nothing
That's
company.
the brand,
Yeah,
sir.
for the keynote address for today,
That
and
is
one
so
of the things he
stupid.
talked about.
I don't think
I agree. I agree.
I don't think he gonna make nothing.
Nothing from nothing. Nothing.
I think he gonna have a tough time in the United States. He may be all right. He might be all right overseas, but I don't know about the United States, y'all.
Oh well.
Oh
see,
yeah,
Nobody
the United States.
saying
No,
they have a
The
nothing
United
phone.
States is a
the
small
United
portion
States
of
is gonna be
everything,
tough. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I think he gonna do well overseas.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough over here.
You know, in you know the UK and stuff like that, he gonna be fine. But in the United States, I mean, you got Samsung and Apple dominate, and you know what? And it's a lot of our fault though. I every time I go on YouTube and I look at a lot of United States tech reviewers and stuff like that, and you know, I mean, we all making videos about S22s and all Apple, Samsung, Apple, Samsung. Don't get me wrong, it brings in the views, which is fine. But when you look at like some of the international reviewers,
Man, they're doing different videos
Oh,
all the time.
God,
Like it's
I
unbelievable.
really enjoy watching.
Oh
people,
yeah, same here.
I have to agree with Mims for once. Nobody cares about the U.S. Because on the
Hey,
grand
look
scheme
at-
of
look at-
things,
Look at D.
I
Look
big
at
deal.
D. Messi.
Look at DPS. I think
Uh-oh.
they care about the U.S. They
it's not a
problem
huge
is-
market for them. It's
I
not.
know. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
the U.S. is a huge market if you want to dominate globally because it's like it's almost like a marketing tool.
It's a
Because
trendsetter.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're trying to conquer that way, unless you were like Huawei built parts and things like that, so they were able to grow to dominance. But
What about Xiaomi?
yeah.
well, Xiaomi, yeah, but
That's why I
once
say they
again,
don't need the U.S. market, sir.
they do need the U.S. market because it's more than cell phones. The thing is Xiaomi makes other things. So yeah, you're looking at the dominance that they have in the mobile market, but what's the profit margin? Huawei was making the bulk of their money off of 5G technology. That and so that's the thing. It depends on which route you're going. I think what's his name, Carl Pay or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't. Unless he attacks the Indian market, I don't see this him getting that dominance because I don't think he's going to get the attention from the Asian market.
It's all about price. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Apple's a different league, right? People will pay shit on the stick for Apple, right? But when you look at Samsung, right? Samsung got really cutthroat deals, right? I mean, if you trade in a shit phone, they gonna give you $500 for it. You know what I'm saying? So Samsung give you good deals
As
for
long as
trade-ins.
the screen's not cracking.
Huh?
Oh, he
Oh,
timed
you
out.
froze up. You timed
He
out.
froze up. He's
But
froze.
if the reason why Samsung is ahead because they give just the best trade-ins on the planet. I mean, look, you could have traded in a V60 or a phone that you sell on Swapper for like $200, Samsung was giving you like $450 for that phone, and you know you couldn't sell it
Wow.
in the black market for no more than $150. So that's what
Yeah,
I'm
because they do
saying.
too many buy one get one frees.
Exactly. That's so. I think that's where Samsung got it at. Their trade-ins
Mhm.
are just great. Now Apple is different. Apple don't give a shit. You go pay.
They're like, you gonna buy this
You
anyway.
gonna buy this phone. You gonna
Mhm.
buy this shit, and I'm gonna sell you this shit. And people go buy it because Apple say
Wow.
we gonna sell you this shit, you gonna buy this shit, and you gonna pay for this shit. And you know what people do? They go,
Mhm.
they call, and they post it all on Twitter. Look what I got! I got the shiny new iPhone. Whoop the whoop the whoop. And I'm saying to
It's
myself,
a vaccine rate.
it's the same goddamn phone for the last 4 years. What's the difference between the iPhone 10, no, iPhone 11 to the iPhone 13? Oh God, easy. It's much faster. I pull out my iPhone 11 and I got my iPhone 13 and I'm opening up apps. The shit open at the same time. I got iOS, whatever the latest iOS is, and both of them working great. As far as the cameras, I point and shoot. The cameras look almost the same, right? I mean, of course, it got a few little details here and there, but as far as speed and updates and the way the phone look, it's the same shit.
Let me give Doodle and LB one good point. In 2020, when Huawei was #1 in sales and banned in the US, that's why they don't need the US. Didn't have shit to do with 5G.
Yeah,
All right,
I
let's
think
move on.
Huawei
Let's move on. They were
Huawei,
#1 in sales in phones, and they weren't
Huawei,
sold here in the States.
but the thing about Huawei was a threat because
Mhm.
they got the phones was like banging, right? And Huawei was getting in the United States. And a lot of people was buying Huawei phones. I mean, I think Huawei would have done very well in the United States.
It's also tough when people are still building out cell towers for 5G, and Huawei's like, we got them ready. When can we
Well,
deploy?
it's a
and
political
the U.S.
game,
goes,
too, but
nope.
but it was
Our
a
companies
political
will
game.
be selling 5G towers.
Yeah, and
They got the hand caught in the cookie jar.
yeah, and the thing about it is, let's be real here. It's all about money. They talk about spying and all that. It's all about money. Let me tell you something.
About
If
the money.
Huawei would have
What
cut
Jibo
the
say?
check, if
Jibo
Huawei,
said, sorry, this means nothing to me when you hand caught in the cookie jar was across the screen. He said he don't want to hear that shit.
I'm telling you,
means
y'all,
nothing to
mark
me.
my word. If Huawei would have cut the
What
check,
is that?
It's a
Jibo,
robot.
that's a robot. I got to pull my
Oh,
robot out. I got to pull my robot out.
what does it do?
That Jibo.
He's like a social
Jibo.
friend. He tells jokes and stuff.
See, there you go. Allegedly. That word right there, allegedly. Right? I mean, when I was in high school, I allegedly stole ink pens, but did I get caught?
Mhm.
And then you turn around and you put Carnizzle's comment up.
Car
All phone spies.
nizzle.
That's right. Look, every time
It wasn't this phone spying in the Huawei deal. It was Huawei
No,
spying on the
3B
internet.
said they spy, the phone spy on you. That's why he commented that.
Yeah.
He was responding to
So
3B.
they had people actually in place that were milling information.
Well, with all that said, we will open up the phone lines because I want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, let's. Phone lines are open. Big
Phone
dog.
lines open. What y'all thoughts
Call
about
in.
the call pay phone, the nothing, the phone one?
Yes,
Is it a win
Eric.
or is it a bust?
Would you try nothing phone?
I wouldn't. I mean,
Or is it?
Would you try nothing?
is it? I think if
Or would you try something?
yeah, I think you think it's
It's
Right.
so. Call in
I
and
can't believe they make that phone that. That's ridiculous.
yeah, it
What's over
is.
there, Mark? That's ridiculous.
Well, no, call Pie or Pay or whatever his name is. I think
Called
he's
cream pie?
yeah,
Isn't that what it is? Cream pie called cream pie.
believes he believes that you know, coming up with something that
Wow.
I think he want to go back to his roots, right? He talked about it in the keynote address. He want to go all the way back down to his roots. Let's see what they bring to the table. Look, we gonna give him an opportunity because I'm gonna review his phone, right? We go get it and we go see what it's all. But the comments. See, wait till you see my comments. The comments go, "Oh, easy, ain't nobody buying. They ain't better than the S22." And
Here we go with
you
that.
know how that. This is how it's gonna go.
And
It's
watch
not
how
better
it
than.
change when they get a celebrity behind. Everybody's on board.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you, a lot of people is stuck on, and Samsung is loving it right now. And I give you a chart. Think about this, right? And I thought about this, and I'm working on the video about this. We in 2022. We in 2022, and Samsung cannot give us all day battery life. I mean, come on now, man. Let's keep it real, man. The fucking S22
But a lot of
Ultra
people
is a
saying
great
Samsung's
phone,
getting great battery life.
but man, I'm not getting the battery life on this phone,
Like
man.
S22 Ultra is like the best thing ever when it comes
I
to
heard
battery
you either
life.
love it or you hate it, from what I hear.
Man, I'm telling you, don't get me wrong. It's not better than last year. It's not better than the year before. See, here's the
So are
problem.
they on a
It's
trend
not
now?
better.
Because the Fold 3 battery wasn't as good as the Fold 2 battery.
Right, that's what I'm
The
saying.
full
It's on the
battery is
trend.
not through toilet water garbage.
And
That's
now
the
the Fold
problem.
4 is going to have an even smaller battery.
Exactly. So the best battery I had was the Fold
Nobody's
2, the
asking
Fold
you
3.
anything, sir.
The Fold 3 battery was not that great. And the S22 Ultra battery is not that great.
Trash.
It's not trash. It's not trash.
Now your cousin Daryl Lee, he got the regular 22, right?
S22, yeah, that one's gonna be hurting.
Oh yeah,
was
that
gonna be
battery
hurting.
is gonna be
Yeah,
trash.
once I saw the spec sheet, I knew that was gonna be a horrible battery life.
I apologize, cousin, that you could have hollered at me. I could have said, "Don't."
Yeah, we would have told you. We were
Go
like,
with the
"Don't do it."
plus.
Right.
Darrell, you should have learned by now. You always go to Easy before you buy anything.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, he's got
like,
the
when
Ultra?
did little Ron come in here?
Hey, does Darrell have the Ultra?
Oh, yeah, he got the Ultra.
Yeah, so he said the V60 is
Oh, he
better
has the
than his
Ultra?
Ultra. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't do it.
Oh, he didn't get the regular. He got the Ultra.
He got the
Ultra.
Yeah, the V60 battery is great.
You don't get your goofy ass out the middle of the street. God damn.
Don't hit nobody.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Malik, this is a good time to get a prepaid line with T-Mobile. Really good prices.
Oh man, the prepaid joint.
Oh,
we
my
covered it
God.
last night on my
Yes.
stream. That connected or connect. T-Mobile Connect.
I apologize for the outburst. I almost killed somebody.
Yeah, there you go. So,
There you go.
That's the thing. They go sell a lot of phones, but the battery life is not that great.
You better have a charger nearby.
That's what I'm saying. So I got the.
Remember they used to say that about iPhone?
I mean, I have the Z Flip. I got the Z Fold, but I mean, the Z Flip battery life is more like a when you want to stunt. It's a stunt phone. When you're out the bars at happy hour.
Man, Doodle, if you're getting all life on that Z Fold 3, you got the brightness on zero.
It's zero.
He
0%.
turned everything off.
He's like
5G, everything.
Stay on airplane mode.
Yes.
All day battery life.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
Airplane mode.
I mean, look, once I leave,
Unless you carry more than one phone. Now, if you carry more than
You
one
carry
phone,
more than one, yeah.
But the phone lines is wide open. I want to hear from you
Not a
guys.
one phone.
The phone lines is wide open. We wanna
Yeah,
hear-
you like that, Lethal? You like that? Wiki.
all day battery on 2G.
Wow.
Yeah, don't have the 5G on. Good job.
5G, it sucks a lot of battery life. Y'all know this, right? So
Suck you dry.
It was suck you dry.
I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have good reception.
Oh yeah. If you don't like
phone gonna get hot.
The phone go get
That happens too. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, you know,
Not
This will say all day battery life on 2G. Here we go.
We got a call. We got a call.
Yo, you're live with Easy Computer Solution. Oh, you hung up. Call back.
You little wuss.
Call back. Call back. I want to hear what you got to say. Phone line is open. Call back and give us your thoughts about the Nothing phone and what you got to say about all this stuff that we talking about here. I told you, just having some fun. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. The media has. Hold on.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna give you cancer and kill you. That's what
yeah. I know these conspiracy theorists say 5G gonna have you with cancer, you gonna be dead by tomorrow.
You know what 5G needs to do? Teach people how to use their goddamn blinkers. That's what 5G needs to do. Sorry.
Yeah, I heard that. Remember with 5G? Wait, about 2 years ago, before COVID, right? Mm-hmm. And people was talking about, oh my God, 5G, we all gonna be dead. That was like 2 years ago. They were saying that shit. Yeah. And we still here, people. We still here. What happened? What happened? I thought 5G was supposed to make big horns and shit come out our heads.
Well, you remember? Remember homeboy that blew up that spot in Tennessee trying to take down AT&T because of 5G.
Right. Yeah, where you at right now? Sitting in the prison say, I should have done that.
I will say the one thing I did find funny about people that came out with that 5G blocking medallion, and it turned out the medallion was highly radioactive. It was actually doing more damage than 5G actually was.
Wow.
Let me go get 10 X-rays to see if 5G is killing me.
Right.
What?
The thing about it with pollen in the air and all kinds of other stuff that we have to deal with our bodies, I don't know.
People are stupid.
But the part that killed me about all that the highest frequency, it's refarmed television frequency. You spend half your life getting it pumped through your body anyway, and you're just fine.
Oh, all right. Well, you got to roll out, Janine. And I appreciate you coming through.
Hey, see you, Janine. Bye.
All right,
later.
Yes. So sister had to go, and she may come back. I don't know. She had to go get her daughter, but I know I ain't hear Brother Badass in the background, so I know Brother Badass. I know Brother Badass with the 360s in his head. Y'all think I'm the devil?
That motherfucker, the devil.
He gonna kick your ass when he get older.
Yeah, when he get older. Remember you used to talk about me?
You called me the devil. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I see you in the hospital, Easy. You remember you used to call me the devil? Plug pull.
Right.
Yes. All right. So listen, I assume I'm waiting on somebody to call in. The phone lines is open, guys.
Nobody's calling.
Why y'all don't like the Nothing phone?
Oh.
Okay, so this but if let's put a little spice in it. Would you
Where's
buy?
Sean at?
Yeah, well, would you buy a Nothing phone or Galaxy S22 Ultra if the Nothing phone is $599 with an 8 Gen 1, 12 gigs of RAM, 3 years of software updates, a very fast phone? And now you might say, well, the S22 has an S Pen. Do you really use the S Pen?
Yeah, if I didn't use that,
you don't use the S Pen.
If I didn't use the S Pen, that's an instant cop.
That's what I'm saying. So give us a call, the number right there, and let us know. Would you buy that phone at $600? If you know the S20. Now, when we talk about now here's the thing, and I saw this on Twitter. Y'all saw this. The trend on Twitter is people putting blind camera footage up there, and people are picking other phones. That's
what they should have been doing.
Jerry Rig dropped 2 photos, an iPhone 13, and he dropped a Galaxy S10, a Galaxy Note 10, a S10, and he said 69% of people pick the Galaxy device over the iPhone. And then when he revealed it, you should have saw the comments when he revealed that 69 people picked the Galaxy S10. the iPhone people got in their feelings like, well, see, and the reason why is because of this. I mean, you should have seen the comments. They got in their feelings. They was pissing all over themselves. They was going crazy. They like, Apple is the best. I don't know what people don't know how to pick up. People are stupid. And I'm like, dang. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
If you determine your own self-worth based on the brand of a device you use, you have bigger fish to fry.
No, but I'm gonna tell you, Scoop, iPhone fans and even Samsung fans, they can shit on their fingers and they will taste like sunshine to them. I'm telling you, I ain't never seen fans so deep in love with a company.
I'm serious. Comment.
Yeah, I see it.
I've seen people. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Look at Doodle. Samsung can say, "Hey, bend over. Let me stick it in you."
He gonna spread them cheeks.
He gonna spread them cheeks.
No goose grease.
No. He gonna go to Walmart and buy some goose grease. And he go put it in Samsung. And he gonna
get flavored goose grease, huh?
Right. And then he go put it in, and he go tell Samsung, jug it to me hard. And I'm saying, I mean, I'm telling the truth here. You have Apple fans the same way. Apple fans will buy. Think about this. Think about this. Apple fans will buy a $1,500 monitor, right? Pay an extra $300 if you want a glare coated. $300, $400 if you want an extra glare coated. If you want a different back or stand or whatever, you got to pay another couple of $300-$400. With all said and done, you $1,700-$1,800 for a 27-inch 5K 60 hertz monitor.
27 inch. Like, come on.
27-inch, and I'm sitting up here looking at a 32-inch 120 hertz display, 4K display. It ain't 5K, but it's 4K and 120 hertz. And this motherfucker called me about 800. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying though.
Eric Drummond, I thought it was like 400 for the adjustable.
I'm just saying though. I'm just saying.
He said 1,000.
I mean, I'm just saying.
1,000?
400.
Yeah, and $1,000 for wheels. Think about this. I'm wondering how much Apple paid for those wheels. No, they're $1,000.
Oh man,
those are the replacements.
No, I think the wheels those are the replacements. 700. No, I think the stand. You might be talking about the stand. The stand was 1,000.
I thought the wheels were 1,000 too.
I thought the wheels were 700.
Yeah,
that's replacement wheels.
Yes. So, you pay $1,000.
Hold on. No.
How much the wheels?
$700. You're right.
$700. But still, those wheels probably cost Apple $29.
Oh yeah.
If that.
You paid $700.
It might be $5 a piece wheels.
$9.
I knew when.
And then you pay for replacements. Yeah. Good God.
So I knew when people were so deep into Apple or Samsung, when they didn't mind paying $20 for a napkin.
Right. You get them free. I get them free all day with stuff.
Yeah. When they paid $20 for a napkin, then I know Apple. That's how Apple tests the water, right? They say,
they
let me see if these motherfuckers go buy this napkin for $20, and they sold a boatload of them.
They sold out. They were on back order.
They're on back order for a fucking napkin.
How damn towel go on back order? Because of the chip shortage. The chip shortage.
No chip shortage. Now you talk about.
They must have had a bleach shortage too.
You know what? I'm not mad at Apple for
make that money.
Make that money. Right. I'm not mad at Apple.
They're gonna release the iTurd and it's gonna sell out. Right.
And you best believe when Apple dropped this foldable phone at $3,000, people gonna lose their fucking mind. They gonna buy this shit in droves. Apple ain't gonna be able to keep up with it.
Yeah, I think they definitely should come out 3,000.
Yeah, Apple. If anybody think that Apple is going to drop this device for no less than $2,500, you don't know Apple.
You out your mind.
Apple will drop this phone, will be $3,000, and people gonna be like, They're gonna be all on Twitter posting, look what I got. Look what I did.
They'll be like, finally, Foldable's done right. That's what the
right.
people on Twitter are
Foldable's
gonna be
done right.
saying.
Apple's
Oh
done it
shit!
right.
Amazon got that cloth on sale for 15.
There you
15.
You're right.
15.
Hey, right.
Now,
$5
Ike, for the
off?
specs
Look,
you talking,
there we go.
but listen. For the specs Ike was talking about on that stream last night, he
Uh-huh.
wants it to be an iPhone on the outside and open up into a mini and have
See, I would
iPad OS on the inside.
9 racks.
that
I
go
said
be
that's
down,
about
that go be-
5
That's about
G's.
5 G's. Yeah, you want an iPad OS and an iPhone
And-
OS on
yes.
the same
iPad
platform.
And they'll
Yeah.
never cannibalize the iPad.
They
So
would
it's
never
a pipe
do it.
dream.
Never do it. That's a pipe dream. They'll never do it. Never do it. Never.
If
do
they
it.
doing it, they're gonna make it to where it's gonna pocket them some money.
Yeah.
That's why they would not put Final Cut Pro on the iPad. People believe that Apple go put Final Cut Pro on. They would never do that.
No, you better buy that LumaFusion.
Yeah,
That's all you get.
They would never put Final Cut Pro on the iPad. They'll never do it. Never do it. They would never do it. Even though the iPad running the M1, the same chipset that's in their fucking computers, but they would never do it. Never. They would never do it. Let's see. The iPhone 14 will have an S Pen with a strong vibrator built in.
Pause.
With a huge rubber tip.
Oh my God. I don't.
Nah,
Y'all should stay away from that iPhone then.
I don't think that iPhones
They might want a big rubber tip on there.
I think that iPhones will support the Apple Pencil. Obviously everything will come separate, right?
Oh, you gotta get.
You know, I think that's possible with the Apple
You think
Pencil.
they're gonna make a
supported
new
on
pencil?
iPhone.
Shut up, ma'am.
I think it's possible. We've been waiting on the Apple Pencil support on iPhones for a long time. I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
Yeah, shut your ass.
Yeah, if them little bootleg pens that we use work on it, why not?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we got pens that work on any phone, right? And it just Apple have to do it their way. That's the way. Now, don't
Gotta
get
be
me
the
wrong.
Apple way. Because that first pen they brought out, it had the dumbest damn charging method. I was like, they gonna break
gotta
all
charge
them
it in the
pills.
booty
You
hole.
stick it in the bottom of the iPad.
Yeah, you gotta stick it in the bottom.
I mean, look, we just saw $250 decrease on the the Surface Duo. I told you the price was coming down. It's $250. It need to go about another $400.
But here's the thing though, Eric. All you gotta do is take your old Duo, trade it in, get that $450 at Best Buy, and you at your price.
Yeah, you're right. I want to keep my Surface.
Oh, see, I don't keep my shit.
Yeah, I want to keep my Surface, but it's $250 off, right? So it's going down. The price, as I expected, the prices are dropping. And I said it. I say once the Surface Duo hit $700 price point, I'm going in. I'm go buy it. I'm not buying it though. I'm not buying it at no fucking the $1,200 and
I'm gonna go
right. I'm gonna go hard.
But at $700, the Surface Duo 2 is gonna be a device that grabs. And it's okay. I mean, I think it's
people don't want to sleep.
I think it's a
About
great
to went to
device.
sleep on your ass.
But the Surface Duo ain't
I'm up.
$1,400 great.
No, it's not.
It ain't $1,400 great. And this is the problem we got with this nothing phone. If he come out
it can't be high.
$1,200, man, if people go say, I don't.
But you know what? Charles Monroe's talking about watching the ones on Swapper. I think the ones on Swapper are the ones people traded in their old Duos in, bought them, and now they're selling them on Swapper.
Selling them, yeah. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I will, $600-700. It's going to be the price point for me. If I could get a new one, but I mean, a used Surface Duo $500. I ain't going.
Because Microsoft ain't even giving you I would get $450 for mine because I got the 256. But Microsoft ain't even giving me that much for it.
And that's a shame. I mean, most people that really bought into the Microsoft bullshit at the keynote address.
Best Buy is giving you a better trade in than Microsoft.
And that's strange because Best Buy don't give you all the shit for phones. But I mean,
$450.
And that was a $1,200 phone a year and a half.
I only paid $3 something for mine.
Right. Well, we had got the fire sale.
Yeah.
But yeah, that phone when it first came out was $1,200, $1,300, and people were buying that shit because if you look at the keynote, I'm gonna tell you, man, dude came out there on that keynote address and sold that phone. I mean, I was like, God damn! But when I saw the price, I said, well, hold on, the first gen product. Hold on, let me. And then when the reviewers came out and said we couldn't turn the phone on, and I'm like, oh no, ain't no way, I was gonna spend $50.
Then people had their screens of death and stuff when they could finally turn it.
And then when the reviewers finally said that they was able to turn on the phone, it was downhill from there. The camera sucked, the OS sucked, and all this other sucked, and the shit that I'm like, God damn. Now, don't get me wrong, some things I can accept, right? Poor cameras, it's a first gen product. Microsoft don't do cameras, so I didn't expect the cameras to be great. So I bypassed the cameras. But it's Microsoft, for Christ's sake.
But Eric, even if you talk to people who got the 2, there's still some functionality in it, like the notifications on the sidebar. That don't work for everything.
Yeah.
You would think it would work for everything. It's your notification, so you don't have to open the phone.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the problem. Well, some people said he can't even see the notifications on the motherfucker. So I don't know. I think the Surface Duo 3, I think they gonna get it right. 3 is a charm.
So?
Yeah, 3 is a charm.
Because I mean, the Fold 3 is what I think they went the other way. Because the Fold 2 is better than the 3 to me.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But the Fold 4, Samsung can't fuck this up. Now they talk about putting a pin in, but man,
you better go get you some goose grease. They already talking about it's gonna be the same form factor with a smaller battery and a pin inside.
Well, I think this is the year. This is the year with Samsung. Well, you know why? Because it's the success of the Galaxy S22 Ultra. The success of the Galaxy S22 Ultra is the reason why Samsung is going all in with the pin inside of the device. So I think that's. I don't know, man.
We'll see.
Sam said he heard they scrapped the pin. I hadn't heard that.
Oh, really?
I heard the pin was going inside.
Well, first of all, we talking about Savage.
Yeah, we are talking about Savage. Yeah, the one who don't ever stream no more.
Like, yeah. That's off the Savage side.
Yeah, we done being nice to your ass stream, sir. Make a video, do something.
I mean, I think Samsung will put the pin because rumor has.
I like the flip too, man.
And look, don't get me wrong. The rumors has been on point. Like everything that been leaked and all this other.
No, LB. The rumors are saying that it's gonna be the same size.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same display. Somebody had said that it's gonna.
I read a couple articles that said that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same outer display, the same inner display. I think with the pin support, I think it's going to support the outer display pin. Like you know what, the outer display, you can't use a pin on it, but you can use a pin on the inner display. I think they're going to support pin support on the outer display. I mean, they already at 120 hertz. So, I mean, you can't do nothing with the display, right? So they said they're gonna make it harder. You know, the display gonna be the 3rd, 4th gen of UDP or whatever. But I mean, I don't know.
Savage, do me a favor, sir. Grow a pair. Let's go ahead, Eric.
Oh, you heard what she said? She said,
grow a pair.
Bitch.
It's all rumors. You the new doodle, sir?
Well, rumors has been on point.
Lately they have.
The rumors.
Unless we're talking about like football trades and shit. But other than that.
Pixel 6 rumors was true.
Galaxy
S22 Ultra rumors was true. I mean, you could go down the list of everybody that was leaking all these devices for the past 6 months. The specs and everything was true. Even when the Mac Studio and all that was all leaked, we just didn't know the name.
Right.
Everything about Apple was leaked. We knew about the SE3. We knew about this months in advance. So
there'll be somebody who wants a phone.
These leaks are definitely more truthful now than ever. I mean, the leaks are proof almost.
And I'm not saying that's practical, LB. I'm just saying somebody who wants a foldable, they're gonna get it.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, I believe that I don't think that
It's gonna get any bigger.
Let's go get no Samsung. You know why? Because this form factor works for Samsung, and the reason why is because the software. We talk about one UI. Now, if you go with a different form factor, different screen
Yes, and you
size,
gotta
everything
tweak
has
it
to
for these
be.
phones and those phones. Yeah.
And Samsung not doing this is one of the reasons why the Z Fold is not going to change because one UI 3.1
That makes perfectly
4.1.
good sense.
Right.
Well, it looks like the
They
S22
have
Ultra is
to.
the move this year.
But
Yep.
I'm saying that they have
If
to
you're a
redo
Samsung
the
person.
whole one UI because of the screen sizes and all that. Right now, Samsung One UI 4.1 and Android L that's about to come out is going to be great, and it's going to be almost perfect for Samsung to keep the same form factor, keep the same this and the same that. If they go bigger, if they do this, that means that you're gonna have app crashes, you're gonna have issues with size and issues and all kinds. You got issues here, and this is the reason why they trying to solve it, but you can't do it overnight. All this stuff takes years to make, So this is one of the reasons why you won't see nothing with not the Z Fold 5. You probably will see a different form factor. Or it'll be the 5th generation at that point.
Right.
But even with that, I don't think that Samsung will drastically change the Z Fold. I mean, look, I'm looking for a lighter, bigger battery, and those type of things. These type of things that you expect out of the next generation. Oh, we got somebody calling.
Got a caller.
Here we go. Yo, you're live. Who is this? But damn, y'all. Well, y'all got y'all call and hang up. What's wrong with y'all?
That's probably Savage.
Oh, I don't know.
I called and I hung up by mistake.
What's going on? So, but some Apple rumors. He said some Apple rumors was off. I mean, obviously they can't get it 100%.
Usually,
right,
Apple's rumors be too aggressive. Like they telling you they're gonna do extra shit that they don't do.
And the thing about it is, you're right. Because they always
stuff Apple could possibly never do ever.
Right.
Exactly. They assume that Apple's going to do X, Y, and Z, and Apple.
And we know they ain't changing.
We know
that
they
much.
not do that. We know Apple ain't gonna change shit. We know Apple ain't gonna do this and put Final Cut Pro on the iPad and all that. Hell no, they're not doing all that. But a lot of people assume that they did. They was gonna do that. A lot of people say, "Oh, Apple about to put Final." That means I don't need to have a MacBook no more. Apple say,
You need a MacBook. You need a MacBook.
You need a MacBook. You ain't. I'm not gonna give you no Final Cut Pro on this iPad. Yeah, I might have put the M1 and 6 and 8 gigs of RAM and all that stuff, but you ain't doing nothing with it. You ain't doing that. Oh no, you gotta get a Mac for that. Gotta get a Mac. See, that's the thing. Apple would not fuck over the Mac. They would not fuck over. They won't do an iPhone. Is going to be the iPhone. iPhone won't get to that level of an iPad. You know how Samsung get your DeX and you get your split screen.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Samsung is making a phone for Google.
Pen support.
Hell no.
I was reading Charles'
One time only.
Apple would never do that. Apple would never give you all that true multi. And you know what iPhone people say? Well, that's fine. I don't want that. Okay. Well, if you want a tablet, get an iPad because your iPhone will not be the iPad. If you want to get computer work done, get a Mac.
Correct.
Because the iPad won't cost that. You can't do it on the iPad.
Correct.
Well, that's what I'm talking about too, Mills. Remember they said it was gonna be 3D and shit on the iPhone that 1 year?
Yeah.
People say those as rumors, and you can say their wish list, but people say that shit coming on the phone.
And you know what the thing about it is? I think
Happened more than once.
Most people, this say like my daughter, for instance, right? She got an iPhone. Even if the iPhone had all those features, they would never use it.
You're not gonna use it, yeah.
All they want is
give me iMessage and FaceTime. We
That's all
good.
they want. iMessage and FaceTime, and
I got my blue bubble and I'm chilling.
I'm telling you, when if you talk to majority of people with iPhones, I'm talking not techies, but the teenagers. Go to the teenagers and the youngins and ask them why they love their iPhone so much. It ain't it ain't even about the cameras. It's about that they could go on Instagram, they could go live, they could go on Facebook Live, they could go on Twitter.
Savage the robot was making a pizza.
Do all of that, and they could do it because those apps is more optimized for iPhones versus Android. Now, Android still got those optimization problems with like Instagram and stuff like that. It works better on the iPhone versus Android. Now they've gotten better, but if I'm looking at an iPhone live, going on the Instagram live stream, and the comments is you can see it nice and pretty, it's optimized well. And when I use my Galaxy, S22 Ultra, you see it's different. It's different. It just don't look the same. The text is small. Sometimes it stops and stuff like that. Even when you look at Twitter, sometimes it's not the same. And Twitter, sometimes you have that scrolling problem. Like when you scroll it up and down, it stutters sometimes, and it does it on the iPhone too. But I mean,
so Twitter is Android 12 related. So Johan might be in the chat, but I actually showed him how to install the Chrome progressive web app so he can get smooth Twitter. It's just the Twitter developer is like, I'm not fixing it. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm on my lunch break.
And that's the thing. A lot of developers. Let's be true to the game. Since Apple, got they people on their side.
Mm-hmm.
The developers make more money on the Apple side because Apple, give them, take 30-40% of their income, but they make more money on the Apple side versus Android. We know the problem with Android. Android problem is the fragmentation. Not every device on the same operating system. You got optimization problems on a lot of devices. You got to, you got devices that got good battery life, some devices that don't have good battery life. All the cameras across the board is not the same when it comes down to Android. It's a lot of things with Android that a lot of people steer away from. At least when you got an iPhone, you know what you got. And I think that's what a lot of people love about Apple is because that Apple's going to give you nice, decent support. The app developers are going to give you really good apps. You're going to get very good battery life because goddamn, the iPhone 15 Pro Max battery life is killing the game right now. And look, don't get me wrong. I might shit on Apple a lot, right? About how they fuck over people and all this here. But truth to be told, for stability, for support and stuff like that, a lot of people go Apple with. But on the Android side, if you're not with Samsung, who do you go with? Motorola? LG is gone. Blue? Who you go with? Blue phone? Or there's nothing phone? I mean, that's the problem with Android. Or
you need more options here in the States.
Yeah, I mean, they got an RCA phone that I seen, and that shit had 1 gig of RAM in it. And it's marketed as a fast phone. And that's the problem with Android. You get a phone that's marketed, this is a blazing fast, MT, like 60-year-old.
You can barely use the phone, and you get an iPhone SE, you're like, man, this is actually snappy.
And you pay, and it might be like $299, and you're like, ooh, I got me a good phone, and it says a super fast phone with 1 gig of RAM. It's running the latest operating system, Android 9, and all this stuff like that. You get the phone, it's slow as a sludge, and they give you 8 gigs of storage in there, and it's only like 3 gigs usable. So I mean, Android does have a problem. And listen, I preach and I talk about how good or how bad Android devices is, but when you look at Android as a whole, they have a fundamental issue. And this is one of the reasons why Samsung is winning, is because Samsung is marketed as, hey, fuck the rest, come get a Samsung device. We're going to give you 5 years of support. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. S Pen, great display, great cameras, yada, but you go pay $1,200 for it. But you could get it on the carrier for $39.99 for 6 years. And that's what people fall for.
Yeah.
Pay to play.
Yeah.
You gonna pay to stay.
And you have, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think to me, Android is a better all around workhorse that will get the job done. You could do a lot with Android devices, right? If you tinker around with ROMs, if you want to do desktop mode and all, I mean, everything on the Android device. But the problem is, if I got that device this year, what about 2 years from now, 3 years from now? That's the whole thing. Usually people buy a car, they want to hold on to a car, they want it to perform well for the next 3, 4, 5 years. Smartphones, some smartphones don't do that. We got somebody calling. Somebody about
Someone
to
calling
debate
that?
with me. What's
They
going
Let's
better
on?
see if
not
they hang up again. Let's see. Let's
Yo,
see.
you're live. Who is this?
Sorry. First, let me say, don't make fun out of my poor English, okay?
Okay, go ahead. Not making fun. Go ahead.
No, I'm just telling you. This is a call from the land of the Vikings.
Oh, Vikings. Okay. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to say Eve.
Is that Ivan?
Ivan?
Hey.
Hey, I'm just going to say, it doesn't really matter what quality and shit the iPhone is. It's still so incredible boring. It's nothing.
You got a great
Got a
point.
good point there. Look, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
I got 'em, but can't use 'em.
Here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. Look, I crap over iPhones all the time. And the reason why is because of there's no innovation. They don't give you nothing. When
You've
you
been
talk
using the
about
same
yeah.
basic OS for how long now? It's like, come on, man.
years we had these issues with iPhones. I agree 100% with you. But when it comes down to stability, when it comes down to app optimization, when it comes down to battery life, when it comes down to usually in most cities, most states, they have an Apple store available where you can get support. Now, if you had a Motorola phone or Xiaomi phone or maybe something out the ordinary, can I go to a store that's local in my community and get it fixed? Or if I need support?
Yeah, but you live in the US. I live in Norway.
Yeah, so he doesn't have that.
Oh yeah, you don't have
that. Doesn't really matter what phone you got. You get the same service no matter what. Even Samsung, iPhone, Huawei, or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's in the US. It's still a symbol of look at me. Something like that. iMessage and that shit. But,
what phone you have right now?
S22.
22 Ultra.
Oh yeah, you
is
got
what
an
Ivan has.
Ultra. Oh yeah.
He got the Exynos version.
And look,
I wrote that in
That
chat
sexy
earlier.
nose.
The Exynos
Yeah, he got the Exynos.
Oh yeah.
Really good.
He's actually getting good battery life with his Exynos.
What is it, 2100?
We need 2100.
The Exynos 2200.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the battery. Oh, my fault. I was like,
no.
Okay.
And it's better than the last one I had with a Snapdragon 865 Plus.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I agree with you 100%. And we as tech reviewers, you know how I do. I keep it real. Look, I do want to give you a huge thanks because you're great supporter of the channel. You're a member of the channel. You watch my videos. You're one of the ones that usually watch my videos first, and you comment. You give me a lot of feedback, and you see that I do big changes based off of you guys' feedback. So I do want to give you a huge thanks because some of your feedback, I made some changes based off of your feedback. So I really do appreciate that.
Yeah. I like your channel and I like all of your channels there. But anyway, let me end this with I have to brag a bit. Today, yesterday, I ordered the Tab 8.
Tab 8. Okay, Ivan. Okay.
Hey.
Today,
Right.
and it's huge. It's I'm holding it next to my Tab S7 Plus. And the 7 is
Yeah,
tiny.
that thing is. Ooh. Yeah.
That thing is
Oh,
gangster.
holy
That
shit.
yes, gangster. Gangster.
I have mine right
That is
here.
no way.
SA Plus in the building. Screen
Well,
sharing on deck.
Boom.
Just sounds too nice.
Yeah.
So, that is 512 and 5G. So. Anyway, keep on with the stream.
Thank you, Ivan. That was
Thank you.
awesome.
Appreciate you.
Hey, man. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. You have a good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ivan. Have a good one.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yo, you live. Yo. What's happening? Hello?
Who that?
Al Capone. Okay, I can barely.
Turn him
you
up.
guys
Turn him
here?
up.
I got him loud. I got him loud as I can.
Yeah, you're kind of low
You're,
right
you're,
now.
you're a little low.
I'm a little low. Let me turn it up a little bit.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're a little low.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to know what is this new flagship killer y'all talking about? I just came in. I'm late on this.
Oh, so Carl Pye have had a keynote address today. He talked about the Nothing Phone 1. It's a phone that he says he's going to reinvent the wheel. It's going to be a very innovative device. It's going to be the win all be all for 2022. He's going to change everything that you ever knew about a smartphone when he come out with the Nothing Phone 1. So
it's going to be called the Nothing Phone 1.
that's called the Nothing. The
Nothing
Nothing
phone 1 in this piece.
What's the
Nothing.
name of the company? Is the company name Nothing?
The company's name Nothing.
And the phone is named
The
Nothing.
phone is 1. Okay.
Yep. So the company's name Nothing, and the phone is named Phone 1. This is their first generation phone, and I actually put up a shot here of some people that snuck in, got maybe a front, how the device would look in the front. It looked like it's an all screen, the body ratio, look like no cameras on it. The camera's gonna be under the display.
Under display. Yeah.
You go get a full display here, everything, all the bells and whistles. You go use Sony cameras on here, plus a Snapdragon processor in here. But he didn't name the price, and he didn't show off the device. So,
I like the style of it too. It's round.
Mm-hmm.
Flat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see this. When is it supposed to distribute?
Well, it's supposed to. He thinking summertime, maybe 2022. So this year.
Yeah, I think they said summer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Summer around the Apple dropping a 14, and around the Pixel 7, around Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4, around in that era. It's gonna be a tough one.
I've been waiting on somebody to come on change the game.
They need, yeah.
I'm scared of the Samsung right now.
Uh-oh, what's going on with it?
I mean, I'm a no user, man, from the Note 1. And this S22 Ultra that they trying to push off as a Note, I'm not feeling that.
Okay.
And I'm an SD user. I mean, every phone I have with SD memory. And when they discontinued that, I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Got one either. So
I heard a lot of Note users.
I don't see no difference in the Samsung phone now without that Galaxy, other than the screen, of course. They got the best screen, but it's other companies that got good screens too, just not as good as Samsung. But I mean, if I'm gonna get a phone without an SD memory card, I'd rather do a Google Pixel.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Hey.
Hey.
Nothing phone come out. See what that's all about.
Right.
I'm gonna just do my new come up. You know what I mean?
Hey.
There you go.
Hashtag Team Pixel on this bitch.
I know your videos. I'm always commenting. I think you responded to a couple of my comments on there when I talked about the S22 Ultra.
Yeah. I do my best to respond to a lot of comments, but you know what? For all my members in here, I dropped a video that's gonna shock a lot of people. If you're a member only, go check out the video I dropped down there. I did a speed test with did that speed test, and man, I'm dropping a video tomorrow. But if you remember, you got the chance to see it a couple of days in advance because I dropped that video like Monday. So what I try to do is,
Became a member, yes. I guess I gotta get up on that membership.
oh yeah, man, go ahead on the support, and it's all good. But I do appreciate you watching either way, even if you don't become a member or whatever. But if you do become a member, it's low as $2.99 a month.
$2.99.
Oh, $2.99.
My brother.
That's less than the combo meal, sir.
That's substantial.
Shit. What year? What year we talking about?
Like right now, it's substantial.
Oh yeah, it's way cheaper.
Shoot, cheaper than a gallon of gas.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you. We go drop that
Team
link.
Pixel, potential Team Pixel brother call, man.
Yeah,
I
I appreciate you calling, man.
For sure. Y'all be good out there, man.
All right.
All right, later.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch the ports here for the next caller. Let me see if I can put it on a bigger gain because they're like the phone port that I got here is kind of low. So I'm gonna do some stuff. And y'all talk among yourselves. I'll be right back.
All right.
I see your boys playing, Barry.
Yeah, they're playing Philly, right?
Playing Philly. Yep.
Yeah. So
it's
gonna be tough, right? Because they got a pick and roll with James Harden and Embiid. That's pretty unstoppable. But the scouting report just says pass the ball 3 times and you good.
All right, you're live. You're live.
There's no offense necessary when you play against.
What's going on, y'all?
None.
What up, Sean? What up, Sean?
Hey, Sean, what's good?
Hey, man, listen, man. I could care less if that dude comes out with a phone. He was the architect of the 1+1 where you basically had to give your left testicle and your right.
Yeah.
No one's got time for that shit.
Yeah,
Unless he's gonna roll the phone out with no bullshit or no fluff attitude. Who the fuck wants to buy it? I mean, look, I'll look at it because I'm a freak. I'm a tech freak. But at the end of the day, am I going to go through a whole lot of fuckery and nonsense to deal with this dude and his bullshit again? I'm gonna have to wait. I might have to wait on that one, my friend.
I feel
waiting on your call because I knew you was gonna come out.
Hey, I was mad. I think LaShawn was mad too. Scoop got the lottery, whatever they called it back then.
And I like OnePlus, don't get me wrong. They did a real, once they got off that fuck shit, it was great. They make a decent product and I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? But then when they jacked up the prices on that 9 Pro, I had to wait until it went down and then do I did a trade-in, got fucked on a trade-in, but I was okay because I didn't want to pay $1,100 for that phone. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. But, I saw it today when I was reading it, man, and I was just like, yeah, it's going to be a no for me, dog. I'm bringing back to Randy Jackson.
Bringing back to Randy Jackson in this.
He said that'll be a no for me, dog.
So let me ask you a question, man. What's going to be the phone of the year of 2022?
Oh my God!
I don't know. It's gonna be tough, man.
Look, man, I like the S22.
That's nice.
And I understand what the last caller said. I agree with him. Not having the SD card, there's a lot of things that we do have to, because Samsung decided to get like Apple and ride Apple's jock. But I don't know, man. I'm liking the Pixels. I'm liking the S22. I got the Fold. I don't think the next Fold is. I think the people have realized that the Folds are not an everyday phone, and unless they update the battery life, no one's gonna buy that shit for $1,800. That's just not gonna happen. I mean, so the only one that's worth the damn is that one that Gigi got and shit, and I can't use that. We all know that story, and we don't want to go down that road. But, my anger stays really on boil for that. But I believe me, I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get off that narcotic. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna get out of this abusive relationship I'm in right now. So
wait, what relationship you in?
AT&T,
AT&T, sir.
With AT&T, fuck you older, bro. Get out of that.
Yeah, man, I know. But I got the wife and my daughter on it, and I was talking to my wife. I said, I'm tired of this. I said, the only person I want fucking is you. I'm tired of AT&T fucking, you know what I mean? So
right.
I might just do it line by line, and and just because the rental thing with them 2 iPhones that I refused.
Right.
I did that because that's the only plus side you have to being with AT&T.
Yeah, AT&T is the devil.
Yes, they are, sir. Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
they fuck over people every day.
Yep.
They give no fucks.
Zero fucks given, sir.
Zero fucks given.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
AT&T is worse than Apple.
Oh,
He said every day.
brother and sister. You know what I mean? Your brother and sister. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
He does, Mims. He does.
To really answer you're funny, dude. To answer your question on that right now, man, I think it's TBD, man. I mean, we need to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's TBD right now because Easy S22 Ultra was my phone in the year, and then I got that IQ. I like the IQ better. I'm just gotta keep it real.
And yes, that whole line is strong, and the Pixel is super strong, especially with these updates, man. And I want to thank Barry, man, because he kept me rolling with this because I got the 6. I didn't get the Pro, and the 6 kind of sucked a little bit at the beginning, but once the updates hit.
Boom.
Oh my God, this thing is awesome.
It's awesome.
Both of those dudes kept me going on
these goddamn Pixels, man. And big up to them 2 dudes right there, man.
Hey, big up to you, Sean.
I almost gave up on this motherfucker, man. I almost sold. You know what I mean?
No, sir.
What up, Raymond? What up, Raymond?
Do it on the way, and if I
Rip
can answer
Raymond in the building.
Wicked.
Yeah, but that's my answer.
Wicked.
No, I had to fall in on that one, man. I saw it, and I came in late. I had some stuff I had to do today. And I said, shit, I got to get on easy stream. And I saw that question. I was like, ew. No.
You're like,
Nobody
bet.
does it. I
He's probably going to want $1,000 for that damn phone, man.
He better not, though, Sean. If he wants it, that's crazy.
You're going to want $1,000 for it. And I'm going to be like, that's a hard pass for me.
That's what he going to do.
Can't do it. But, hey, man. Yeah, always good talking to y'all, seeing my people. I appreciate y'all. LaShawn, if you need me, send me a link. I'm good on Friday, baby. I don't think, matter of fact, the light going out.
You know who he sounded like when he did that voice? That voice right
And
there.
LaShawn is trying out his new shotgun.
Y'all remember that guy, Hurricane Chris? He did that song, Hey Baby. Hey baby.
No, I remember Hey Baby.
That's what he sound like. That's who he sound like.
I'm telling you, we're gonna play jam out. He
Halle Berry too, right?
Yeah. That was that Halle. No, that was Bootsy when they Halle Berry.
I thought that was Hurricane Chris.
Hurricane Chris trash.
Oh man. Wait till you hear the replay of how you would sound.
Try that Friday. Just one.
Oh,
just one shot.
Just one. That was Hurricane.
I need D Mills to call it because he posted a lot of stuff. You see D Mills posted?
Yeah, he been talking.
D Mills, he been talking.
Yeah,
I need D Mills to call it because he in the
talking.
chat.
He been talking.
Oh, he talking a lot of shit. D Mills.
You know what's going to happen when they get a phone, man. It ain't really
Hey, you know, it can go either way.
Right, it can go either way. I am a fence rider.
I like that fence up in my ass when I'm talking.
Deep. I like splinters in the ass. Splinters.
D Mills, you got to come and clarify it, man. I mean, they say you. Like,
he said, "I'm a whole, you know what, right now."
You're right. We know what you are, sir.
A whole meow meow.
He said,
"Yeah, oh meow 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 meow."
Yum 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 yum.
How you gonna be scared to call in and you be on live stream, sir?
Right, come on, sir.
Oh man, y'all crazy.
Yeah, that's funny.
Y'all funny.
Hey, Carl about to do it, y'all.
All about to do it. He about to drop something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be okay. I think
it's gonna. I think the phone.
We need decent. The Carl and Carl connection.
Hey.
Carl Pie.
I think the name is the one that they kind of screw him over a little bit. Nobody's not gonna.
Yeah,
it's hard to sell a phone that's called nothing.
Yeah, especially when you got reviewers like their script is gonna be. Let me tell you what's good about this
that
phone.
Was Eric doing that.
Nothing.
He just not hearing what you did to his voice.
Hey, Sean, I mean, Sean, it was Eric. Eric was
He
changing
said,
the
man,
voices.
what the fuck was that with the phone?
Yeah. So where Sean is from New Orleans, right? Like, but he lives up north right now, right? Or has he
Nah,
moved down? So
No,
he
he's
knows
from
Atlanta.
New York.
Hey, jam on it, nucleus. That's what you sounded like.
He didn't even
Well,
know
I'm
I
going to introduce myself. Well, my name is Chili B.
Yes.
Oh man.
You are, ma'am. You are going to invest.
Yeah, Mills buy everything, especially if it's a clear back phone.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Oh,
you're
ma'am,
gonna be like,
be
it's
all
kind of
over
hot.
it.
I had to pick it up.
Right, I had to get it.
I mean, it ain't all that, I got like 3 of them, it ain't. It ain't.
I think, like I said, I think for the most part, when they have new tech stuff come out, we talk about. Here we go. We got somebody.
We got a call.
We got a call.
That
Yo,
Fast
you
Rider?
live?
So easy.
Yes,
Look
sir.
here.
Yeah.
Can you really introduce an Android phone and call it something new?
No.
I mean, what can you really do new with it? It's Android.
Everywhere you look at it, it's still Android. It can only be more. It can only be cheaper or more expensive.
With better camera. That's about it. Yep. Yes, sir.
Hear that.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, what's the deal?
I do know you, Mills. I know you're a fence rider.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's looking at. You can tell by the conversation. Nobody's really enthused. It's another Android phone.
If somebody
is gonna come and do something new, they gotta come with a new OS and convince people to jump ship.
Yep.
So what you thinking, LB? Nothing OS?
You thinking the nothing OS?
Mm-hmm.
They're not coming with new
I mean,
ones.
it's a gimmicky name. Nothing OS about to make nothing.
What they ought to call it?
Yes, Raymond Williams.
Oh.
I agree with you, man. I mean, I think if Carl Pye say he go innovate though.
how can you innovate with Android? I mean, what are you innovating? Android is Android. It works the way it works.
Lord.
Well, I mean, he could make I don't know, a new skin.
It's still Android. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be pretty interesting because if Carl claiming he making a lot of claims here that Apple is not innovating, nobody's innovating, but I will.
And then you introduce a piece of hardware with Android. You're not innovating. You're just rebranding the same thing again.
We needed like a Windows phone that was different. Like that, if you're gonna innovate, you gotta come up with like another OS. You can't use Android and say
Nick Mills is in the chat.
Innovation would be someone coming with an entirely new OS with a compatible messaging system that was compatible with
he gonna cuss you out.
iMessage and Android.
Yeah. I mean,
that right there, all or nothing.
All or nothing.
Shoot for the fence.
Hey, nothing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's it. I agree with you, man. I mean, look, I totally agree. I think
I love it. Look at Ricky.
I think if they come out with a phone at $500, I think we gonna be.
What up,
We got TA in the building.
What up, Taylor?
I think $500.
Y'all see Ricky Jansel? Apple
Yeah.
does things when they are executed flawlessly.
Nope. Nobody knows it because it was hard for them to get a deal.
I
with
was with him until he says, "Right, what happens when you innovate? You risk failure. Look at LG."
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
He does, Rip Raymond.
Who's gonna do anything with it?
Nobody. It's gonna be tough. I mean, he say he got 100 million. That ain't enough money though. Y'all think 100 million is a lot of money? When you got Apple spending billions and Samsung spending billions.
Shoot, they save billions by not putting it charge in the box.
6.5 of them.
Yeah,
6.5.
That's the equivalent of $1 million.
Right. If when Carl Pye say he has 100 million, you know, I was like, oh man, that ain't enough money, man. You need way more money than 100 million.
No.
Maybe that's all he's telling us.
Because he's gonna lose his shirt the first year in the first place.
Oh yeah, he gonna lose a lot. That's what I'm saying. He would have to sell a phone at cost, and maybe sell accessories to make money on. But he ain't gonna be able to. He can't sell a phone at $1,000. Can't do it.
No.
I mean, he could. It's just not going to go well
for him. For the simple fact that they got too many good phones at that price point.
Yeah, and the most people I've been talking to lately, it's all about price. Look, going into 2021 into 2022, what do people hit me with? How much does it cost? It's all about the price, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I understand Apple people. You know, they talk about the people go buy the phone. You have a lot of people that gonna be holding on to the iPhone 13s for a while. If Apple come out with an iPhone 14, even with a smaller notch, they not go buy that.
You laughing at KB?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Apple still got them with services, right? And accessories and services and stuff like that. But I don't think Apple with the iPhone 14 go sell massive. They might do. I don't know. They come on. See, Apple people's a little different. They buy it, man. You know, they buy anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're buying.
they're buying, man.
But,
yeah. So Apple go sell it.
It's only because they. So the thing is they're addicted to the system, right?
Yeah, right.
And they're
buying because they want something new. They just only thing they can give is what Apple gives them. So the only thing they can get. So they're buying because they want something new, but they can't get anything other than what Apple offers, which is the latest phone.
So, I mean, although I think Apple is making the same mistake that Google is about to make, I think this is going to catch up to everybody pretty soon, is all these SKUs.
I do not think that the A line is necessary for Google. I don't think the SE was necessary for Apple.
Yeah.
I think they put too many. They're confusing.
I agree with it. Right when they came out the 6, that should be sold next year, and it should be 7 Pro, and the 6.
Mm-hmm.
Just drop the 6 by $100, and you good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Yeah. I agree. It's gonna be tough, man. 2022 is a shift. I think people are going cost saving, besides Apple people, but you know, and look, the only reason why a lot of people buy Samsung devices is because of the trade-in deals and all these different deals. It's all about deals, man. Most people say they got the Galaxy S22 Ultra for relatively cheap. They trade in 2 phones, a broke phone with a cracked screen, and Samsung take it all.
True.
Right?
That's
So
part of their
if you have-
ecosystem is their trade-in.
Think about it. If everybody had to drop $1,300 to $1,500 for a phone, I promise you, these companies would be in trouble. There's nobody coming up with no $1,500 up front. You know?
No.
But if you got a $500, you know, like a Google Pixel 6 for $499, $599, or whatever, the people will buy that. But nobody ain't spending 600. I mean, 13 and 14 and the Z Fold 4 will come out at $1,800. Who's spending that type of money?
Man.
But see, I saw D-Mims just put in the comments that trade-ins is a scam. Well, it all depends. Think about this. They was giving
Call in, D-Mims.
$400 and something for a LG phone. I don't think that's a scam.
He's scared. He said Easy's gonna change his
Well, the
voice.
trade-in ain't a scam if you're a person that. I don't think the trade-in is a scam.
I don't think it's a scam.
It's not a scam.
I mean, D-Mims, he says it's a scam.
They
'cause
doing better
Apple
than they
don't do
used
it.
to do.
Apple don't do trade-ins, right?
Yeah, they do trade-ins. I traded in an iPhone.
They do it, yeah.
Okay. But they don't give you so what Apple does, you have to you pay for the phone up front.
Yeah,
You do the trade-in and then they refund your money. Like people ain't got that type of money. Think about it. So you think about it like this: when
Well, if you
when
ain't got that type
Samsung
of money, you don't need to be
trade-ins,
buying the phone.
I understand that, but when Samsung trade-ins, you say, okay, I got a Note 2, Note well not Note 2, but a Note 10, a Note 20. They gonna give you that phone, the price of that phone right off top. So if you got $450 to $500 and you say, okay, I got a Note, whatever I'm trading in, they gonna give you that money right off top, and they gonna wait for you to send the phone in. See, other people say you got to pay for the phone that they will
Yeah,
reimburse
Best
you.
Buy do the same thing if you order it online. You got to pay the full price of the phone, and they refund the
But
$450.
Samsung give you the credit right there.
Yeah, they give it to you instant.
They give you instant credit.
I got you. I'm just saying they all do
that's why a
trade-in.
lot of people do it. This is why a lot of people stay in the Samsung ecosystem. It's because of ease of use. I mean, ease to buy. It's easy to buy. And then the carriers, they say, okay, you trade in your old phone, we gonna give you this phone with bill credits, but you gonna be locked in for another 65
We
years.
gotta lock you. We gotta lock you
lock
in.
you in.
They'll lock you in for about another 5 years.
Yeah, they could be locked in for 5 years. But I mean, Apple, you got to buy it off top, and then you get the credit when you send your device after they inspect it and blah, blah,
The
blah.
only problem I had with Samsung is when they did that gotcha, when they said, oh, you can trade in multiple devices, and they lowered the devices
Yeah,
values of the second,
oh yeah,
third device.
For the second and third device, you don't get shit for, but
You got
yeah.
22 cents and a pack of gum.
Yeah, I gotta see what this is gonna be about, but I don't think.
Oh my God, AT&T locked me in for 3 years.
Wow.
Ouch.
Oh my God.
3 years? Ouch.
Yeah. But man, I appreciate
Ain't
you
put
calling
no
in, man.
money
I'm gonna
in
try
your
to get one more person to call in before we get out of here.
All right.
I appreciate you.
All right, old boogie.
Yeah. LB, wait till you listen to the
Yeah, I'm with
replay.
Mims, but see, I'm not in the ecosystem of Samsung. I use everybody's stuff.
Mims, you talking all man. I need Mims.
Mims
to
saying a
call
lot
in.
of stuff in the chat.
Hey, Mims, you need to call in. You got a few minutes.
He talking big in the chat.
Hey,
Yeah.
talking big.
He got big kahunas in the chat.
Big
Mims.
kahunas.
Yeah.
But he tucks them in when it comes to calling on
And then
woo, woo, woo.
We're sorry. The testicles you're looking for are not available.
Right.
Okay, so we were almost at the top of the hour.
Meow, 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 meow. Damn, Meek said he run that household.
He said, I'm the alpha male.
Yeah, that time he said, make me big.
So who's streaming tomorrow? We got Mike and Ike tomorrow.
Mike, Ike, and then TK Bay and Juan.
All right. And then Friday, do we got a pregame show or
no? Savage
no
on that
pregame, just
bullshit.
LaShawn.
Okay, just
me.
LaShawn with ignorant
Just
hour.
the man.
Ignorant hour, 9 o'clock.
All right.
Bring your shot glass. We haven't shot Friday.
Yeah,
Shot
bring
Friday.
your shot glass because I will be drinking.
But he only gonna take
you
one
ain't
shot.
seen it.
Yeah, you got a
You ain't
shot
seen
glass
it.
now.
Oh,
He gonna have a
Hawk
big boy
TV sent me
drink.
this. I'm
I
gonna
know-
have me a big boy drinks.
I know
No
that,
more
I
cheating
know
for
that
me,
place.
man.
He said
No
no
more
more cheating.
Uh-oh, we got one more call. We got one more caller calling in. Let's see. Yo,
Is
you
it
live.
Mills? No, it ain't. Okay.
How's it going, Easy?
Hey,
what's
who's
up,
this?
Michael?
What's up, Michael Pepper?
Michael Pepper.
So I was thinking about what you're talking about, this nothing phone. And what is he going to do with $100 million? Because he either spends all of that on and has like $100 he puts into each phone, hopefully selling a million devices, but then he has no budget left for advertising, or he spends half of it, produce half as many phones, but then $50 million is not much for advertising unless he's going to try to put that into the Super Bowl, but we're past that. So what big event does he spend marketing on to get good value?
That everybody's going to see that he can get the most for his money. It's a problem when you have a company that nobody's heard of and try to compete against, because it's not like it's a company that makes other products that everybody's heard of. Like if
like let's say LG didn't make phones, but everybody heard of LG as far as like TVs and refrigerators and microwaves, and they made other products.
He's saying they could have an easier in than like a nothing.
You know, today they have never created phones before. They have that reputation.
Right. So I don't know what they're going to rely on, what he's going to rely on. And that's kind of a bad reputation, I think, that he's gotten from OnePlus and from some of the issues he's had. And just hearing him talk was a little bit, I don't know, it was kind of awkward. I felt like they needed to have somebody up there that was able to make it sound like a better pitch. It just looked like, to me, it was like kind of if you took a OnePlus 7 Pro and threw a new skin on it.
Ooh. That's a good
Hey,
analogy.
that wouldn't. Hey, but that wouldn't be a bad
Yeah,
thing.
that would be bad to get a OnePlus 7 Pro.
still is dope.
That's the most fire OnePlus ever made.
That
Period.
device
Fight me.
beautiful.
Fight me.
My first
Fight me.
OnePlus, I was kind of late to the game as far as with a lot of Android devices. You know, my first OnePlus was the 6T. My first LG was the G6. My first, my first Samsung was a S3, and then I waited for a while, and I had the Note 8, 9, 10 Plus, 20, and now the S22 Ultra. But it's like one of those things, like if
You have a reputation to build off from, then lower money you can invest. But at the same time, I just don't know where it's going to go. And then even like the earbuds that he released hasn't done very well, and the negativity on that side. So I was just thinking about some of that stuff, and it's going to be an interesting thing. I see Juan talking about Kickstarter and things like that. So maybe public funding, I could see that. Investing it into some sort of public funding and getting developers on board by saying, you know what, come develop for us. We won't charge you anything. He could even step in board and be like, you know what, we have a device that's coming out. Security is all up to you guys. It's up to the user. And as far as developers,
you get all the money that comes in, or 5% or some really low deal to get people on board that no other companies can do, and provide kind of opportunity to the customers to maybe get the device at a lower cost. I
Yeah.
can see that, but that's even a struggle.
Yeah.
Like
In North America in particular, it's really unfortunate that Apple and Samsung have as much pull as they do, because I use both on the daily, and they both have issues. And
I just find it
concerning
because like
Apple really benefits off from people that are already Apple customers that are loyals
and want
the simplicity. They want something they know. They want to be able to go from like a 5-year-old iPhone to a new one without having to relearn things and settings. Samsung, you get like everything in the kitchen sink for the most part, and even a lot of that's still there.
Yeah.
But there's no real middle ground, and I wish, and I really hope that Google, and I think they're starting to do this, and I really hope they continue to do, is bring that combination where you get a clean UI, you get something that doesn't have too much in there. So if you're going from, let's say a Pixel 6, and in 4 or 5 years they're picking up like a Pixel 10, you won't have a lot to change, but at the same time, you still get customization. You get day-to-day features that are handy. You're getting things in Google Duo now that are kind of like Apple SharePlay, where you can share your screen. You're getting live text, which is really huge for the like hearing impaired, the visually impaired community. You're getting all these cool features that are in there that I feel like they really are middle ground, and I wouldn't even compare them. I wouldn't say that they're the iPhone of Apple at all. They're a pretty good balance, and that's one thing that I've really enjoyed with using multiple devices. And I just wanted to call in and kind of express some of these thoughts, and I think it's interesting to see where technology goes. It's cool to see companies doing this. There's a company called Awesome, OSOM, that's coming out with a device that their pitch is all about privacy. on the user side. And, I wish them all the best of luck. And hopefully, even if it's in a small segment, there's spaces that are out there that haven't been explored by these companies yet. So.
Hey, so Michael Pepper, what I need you to do, man, you got awesome comments. Man, you got to call early, man. We right at the top of the hour, man. I really appreciate you calling me, man. You had some great thoughts. We wanted to get a debate, but since we at the top of the hour, we got to, we had to save that debate until next Wednesday.
Of course.
I appreciate you calling, man.
You taking the time, man.
Oh yeah, it's all good. Thank you very much for calling in.
Have a good evening.
All right. So we're right at the top of the hour. Michael Pepper, long-winded as always. He always do it. I really appreciate him calling in, man. He kind of remind me of Roberto Blake, man. If Roberto Blake would call right now, we'll be on here for 5 hours.
Boy, no, you wouldn't, Eric. I'd hang up in a heartbeat. All right, thank you. Bye-bye, Click.
And don't get me wrong, some of the stuff he taught is knowledgeable, man. Like Michael Pepper talked a lot of knowledge, man. A little long-winded, and that's all good. I tell you, if you would have called about a half an hour ago, and it would have been all good.
So if he had called a half an hour ago, you wouldn't have to be like, hey, wrap it up, B.
But the thing about it is, the phone line's been clear all day, and
All I hear is Gigi, cut the
all
shit.
day. Well, listen, thank y'all guys very much for joining.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Shout out to the replay crew. Thank you very much. Since we didn't get D-Mills, see what's gonna happen. The D-Mills go hit your stream, right? Did all the shit that he talked in my stream, he gonna talk that shit in your stream. But I wanted to come on my stream. See, I gotta get D-Mills on my stream next week. D-Mills, you gotta do what you gotta do. Put the kids to bed, and come with that same energy next week, sir. I'm calling you out. You know who else I call out? Wine back now.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, man, I can set that up. I can set that up.
Wine back now. I've been talking. And look, man, don't get me wrong. Every time Wine back now drop a video, man, I gotta go get in the studio. I gotta work twice as hard. Man, that dude be dropping videos.
He's dropping videos, yeah.
And I be in there 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get my shit together because of Wine. Wine drop a video, he shuts it down. He does a good job, by the way. Very good job. He's a guy that I highly respect. And next week, D-Mims, they go hop on, they go jump on. Yay, make sure you straight. And but yeah, we gonna get out of here. Thank y'all guys very much for joining the stream. Make sure y'all follow everybody. Make sure wait, hold up. We ain't finished. What about Saturday, Sunday? Anybody streaming Saturday, Sunday?
Slang on Sunday.
And then,
Saturday, Saturday night.
And then Sunday it will be El Jefe.
All right, and then we got
I think
we got
Latrell
Juan
is streaming now on Sundays as well.
Oh, is okay. So Latrizzi. Oh yeah, that's right. Latrizzi. So it's El Jefe, then Latrizzi, then it'll be Juan at noon. Then it'll be Tech for Your Knees at 7, and then T at 9:30, and then Tuesday we got Kimmy.
Kimmy in the building. Y'all got to make sure y'all come to Kimmy's stream because he has an awesome stream. Make sure you come to Holler at Your Boy stream. They got an awesome stream. Y'all got to make sure that y'all come through. Show y'all love and support. That's how we do it here.
That's right.
All right. So we out. Thank y'all guys very much. Shout out to the replay crew.
You know why y'all gotta come to our stream? Because Eric don't come to our shit no more. So
get him.
Get him. Get him.
That's how I got that heat. Let's go.